Hey everyone, I'm Max Lupus on top of the watermill in the farm village. Today we're going to be building a little house. I thought I'd show you pretty much how I build these, the main structure I use, and a few guideline rules that I go by to make these houses. I wanted a video like this when I was making these, and I didn't see any, so I kind of had to build this kind of model myself, and now I'm going to share it with you guys. So pretty much how this is going to work is I'm going to do kind of tutorial style. I'll speed up through anything that's kind of boring, but for the most part I'll either be talking or a little bit of a time-lapsey thing. So first you want to pull out whatever log type you're using, and the bottom for this style of house, the bottom of a of your structure. For this, what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using a log, some cobble, some wool, and some stairs. Now as you can see, this is oak. I have used different types. I suggest that you play around with it and see what your personal style best fits. Keep in mind this also is a texture pack. Normally I don't play with texture pack, but it's Christmas theme, has the reefs and the snow. Because it's Christmas time where I am, I have chosen to go with this texture pack for this time being. But I recommend playing around with it. This wool, I've seen people use gray, it looks quite nice. Or if it's an older house, they'll add gray to make it look like it's kind of torn or rustic. I've seen people use clay, wood planks, all kinds of cool stuff. Play around with it. This is the model I'm going to be following, however, these color palettes. So first you want to put down, I've kind of laid out here because I did it once, but then my recording failed, so I had to redo it. You want to put down a square, just like that. Then you always want to add something onto it. If it's just a square, then it looks boring. So I'm going to go, we'll go 3 out. And I think actually I want to move this back one. Place that there, and place that there. As well as this one. So you can add your floor at this point. I'm going to do that just because, wrong block, that's correct. I want just normal. I'm going to add the floor in at this point just because I already have the floor here. Like I said, I had to take this out, so it's already broken down one. Usually I do the floor last. It's just that it happens to be this way. I'm actually going to move these back one as well. Stick that there, cut out these two. Oh, spin around. Cut out that one, put these here. I'm not necessarily saying you should skimp out on resources, but I'm going to here. I'm going to use cobble where you can see it. Another thing that looks nice is cobble fences. Give it kind of like a structured look. But where there is nothing to be seen, I'm just going to put down some dirt that I don't have. So I'll put that in. Actually, I won't. So next you want to put down your layer. I'm going to do this 2 high. You can do it 2 high, 3 high, depending on how big you want your building. So stick this down real quick. I've actually noticed a couple things. I'm just going to move this wall back 1, as well as I'm going to add this corner here. Okay, so I actually, like I said, I built this, so I actually have these stairs over here, but at this point, you probably want to build some stairs. These over here, I'm going to jump across. You want to move this up, oops, you want to move this up, oh look at it, just jump on the chest. Move these up 1, and now you just want to build some logs as if they were supporting the next floor. It's at this point at which, if you don't want monsters spawning, you probably want to put down some light because this floor is going to be sealed off and things will start to spawn. So I'm going to use slabs. You don't need to use slabs. They are nice, however, because they give this floor a kind of false feeling of being a little taller. It is a little taller, but it's not 3 blocks tall. You still can't jump on this. But it gives your head a little room versus a more enclosed ceiling that feels like that. So fill that in. Okay, so now what you're going to do is I'm going to pull this up 2 more around all sides. Now I'm going to take my wool and I'm going to put down a layer. But now this is why I want to do this house. I want this house, which is the water wheel, to kind of be one of the main big houses. I quite like it. It was one of my earlier houses, and I do want to be a bit of a focus point. So I want this house next to it not to outshine it, as well as if I put this at 2 layers, the roof will match up with this height. And that is not a great look, so I'm going to put the roof up 3. I'm going to again bring these up. So now that I've done the walls, I'm going to do the roof. Pretty much what I'm going to do with the roof is you always want your roof to go 2 directions. If it's something like that, it's fine, or I guess it does kind of branch off there, but it just kind of breaks up the roof. If you do it one direction, like the little huts, it looks a little bit like a hut. It doesn't look very house-like. So you'll notice not so much that roof, but all my roofs, like I said, that one too, go in at least 2 directions, whether it makes a T or an L, depending on the individual house. Even that one goes in the same direction, but it's broken how the one is lower than the other. So you always want your roofs to go more than one direction, which is part of the reason why you have your house at a funky angle. Like I said, whether it's a T or it's an L, like this one, is up to you. But just make sure that you break up your roof, otherwise it'll look too house-like. And although you are trying to be realistic, it's not the best. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick the stairs on like this, and come to you when I get to an important point. Pretty much the only thing you have to note is that I'm going to be putting down a log under each stair on the edge of the house here. Sorry, with the recording on, it got a little sluggish and it was kind of hard to do with stairs, they're a little bit trickier to place, so I just cut there. Pretty much what I did is I just put out, I forgot to do the front actually, but I want to have 1 layer over the edge. I'm going to add a little more to the roof, a little more detail, but that I'm going to do in the next step after roofing when I start working on the walls. So pretty much that's what I did. I did do something a little different. The first time I did this, I did it on an odd number in the front. I guess I'll go over here. But this time I did a even number, so it's going to be 2 door 1. As well as it makes the roof a little funkier, versus like this is an odd number. Most people like to build with odd numbers. It is usually preferred. A lot of people say you can't even build with even numbers. It is good to play around just so you understand why. Even if somebody tells you never do this, unless it's something like you're gonna die, you should still play around with it and just see why. At least in Minecraft that's true. Don't go driving cars in the walls or anything, but see why people say odd numbers are easier than even. See why people say don't use sponge as a building block, or whatever else you hear. Always experiment with it, even if it's not in your survival world. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to have the roof going the opposite direction. So before, as it was going from one side of the sun to the other, now it's going from the one side without the sun to the other side without the sun. So explain that very poorly in directions, but pretty much I'm just going to do this, just like that, and next level. I'm also going to go over the side a little bit. Okay, so I'm not able to show you on that house because it has an even roof, but one of the reasons why people say to use odd roofs is, well, odd builds, as well as there's some like symmetry stuff, at least for the roofs, is because you can put in this little beam on top. I like to do this quite a lot. You'll see this a lot. and you just put in a little beam of cobblestone. It helps kind of break up the roof, define the top. You can see like how the side with the cobble looks versus no cobble. Kind of helps define it, gives it a little more structure and oomph than just none. It is fine to do none. Like I said, always experiment. I mean, I'm not saying don't do any of this. I'm just giving you suggestions, kind of what I would have wanted to see when I was trying to figure out how to build these kinds of houses. But you can do none. You can pull it off, but it's a little bit trickier. It doesn't give quite as much oomph, quite as much like muscle or backbone to the build. But it still looks pretty nice. So jump down here. There are a few things like that, and some other stuff that I'm going to have to go to other houses to show you, because this is a smaller house, and I can have everything that I need to show you, but it's going to be pretty good. So fill this in. Forgot to do that. I'm also going to cut out these pieces right here, and it'll make it so the roof can connect correctly. Playing around with stairs is a good thing just to learn how they connect. Good little technique to know. Jump in the water. This should go down one more. So now we're going to go run around to the front. We're going to just build up the staircase real quick. I'm going to pull out this, and I'm going to stick stairs like this. Now, there's a couple different ways to do stairs. I'm just going to do it the simple way and just slap some other stairs on the back here. You kind of want something under it, or else it doesn't look like it's being supported. Whether that's bookshelves or more closet space or chests, or I put like shelving there. All kinds of cool stuff you can do there. As long as you put something that looks okay. So I'm going to stick these up here just for the time being. Need to grab some food. So now we're going to start with working on the walls. So we're going to start with the downmost floor. I put cracked here just to try it out, see if it looks cool. Yeah, it does. So something that I figured out, if you put stairs around your door, it can give a bit of a Hobbit feel, a little bit like it's a circle, but I mean, I find that okay. I do like it, however, so I feel like it gives a little more definition to the door. It kind of like, I mean, it's not like it's pillars or anything, but it kind of just gives a little more texture. So now I'm going to go around the house and see how this wall is very plain. My screenshots haven't been working, but I'm going to see if I can do a side-by-side comparison between that picture and when I'm done. But you pretty much just want to add some, windows. I like doing it this way. Actually, I don't want to do that one. Do this one over here. Right there. I'll show you what that one's for later. I'm also going to put a door in here, and I think I'm going to do a dock. So I probably will add more of a porch, but for right now this guy just has that. Break that out, put down some stone brick and another door. This time I'm going to stick on the outmost side. It feels a little more like it's going outwards. It's a backyard versus the front doors are more pushed in. I don't know why, but it always makes me feel like that. You also can use slabs. That's cooler for like a castle, so you can like shoot through it. For the bottom layer, I don't like to use as much glass. I will use it, but I don't like it quite as much. Another cool little window you can do is you can do this, and it makes like a little mini 2-high window. I like to use that for stairs. I think that looks nice because it can match up nicely. So then upstairs, I like to use actual glass. So, and kind of how I do these windows, so first of all, I take out the wool, and then I'm going to use, let's see, what have I used recently? That one doesn't have any. I think this one might. I don't see any around. Usually I put stairs down, but apparently I don't usually. I'm going to make myself some cobble stairs. Just like so. And do I have my glass? Yep. Go inside. Go upstairs. I'm going to do some windows so that they kind of look like they're being framed. Silk touch is always a good thing. They'll kind of look like it's being framed in there. You also can use wood and a variety of different things. I'm actually, again, I'm going to do something over here. I'm going to put a door here and have a little balcony. That'll come in later. I always like to do windows on the sides of my houses unless it's something like there needs to be a wall there for whatever reason. As well as having the windows go up, you can also have them go like that. And I don't actually remember the last time I've done this, so I have no idea if it'll look good. Stick those in, stick those in. Yeah, it's okay looking. Even if it doesn't look that good, you should try to keep it. I mean, that I'll probably tear down because that just doesn't look good altogether. But if it doesn't look great like that, you can still learn, and you always want your builds to look different. Because if you found the perfect build, and you made it 7 billion times, it would get boring, even if it was perfect. So, keeping some of your worst builds in is always a good idea. So, I'm actually not going to do it here. Well, I was thinking I wouldn't. You don't always need stairs. You can just put a window there, especially if it's a smaller window. And assuming that there's nobody, if there's somebody right across from you, you want to be careful because if you line up windows so that they're looking in the houses, it looks a little weird. Run out of glass. Let's see if there's any more on my chest down here. And just one more. Having a chest nearby is quite nice. Kind of lets you run back and forth. So imagine that being filled with glass. I'm going to leave that one. So now let's do a little on this right here. I'm going to pull this out 2 blocks. Another technique that I found is that you rarely want a flat wall. So usually, does this look like a good size? Yeah, I'll pull it out to here and pull it out to here. So I'm going to actually have these be made out of cobble fences or cobble walls until the edge. Show you what I'm doing with that in a sec. Cobble walls. Put that there. I'm going to run out again, aren't I? These cobble walls don't like me very much. This is the second time I've done that. Make some... Really? Did not get... Okay, it got placed. So stick that there. Run inside. And I'm out of planks. Wow. Yeah, I only need one more anyway. So I'm going to stick a plank here, and then I'm going to stick a log here. I've never done this, putting logs like this in the corner, so we'll see if that looks good. It's not amazing, but we'll live with it, and we'll get used to it. We'll see if we like it as much as we like our things. Take a nap real quick, be right back. Let's see, what else can we do? We have some windows. Oh yeah, I was working on that porch, wasn't I? It's like a piece glitching out there. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys the roof technique. So, what you want to do is you want to take some stairs of your roof type usually, and some blocks just to climb up to the roof, and just pillar jump like that, and fill in the roof like so. Just to show you, if this was, pretend this is a odd numbered roof, you want to put it like that. Now, I mean, I say you want to, but I'm very much encouraging you to play around until you learn your style. You'll never be able to do it without a tutorial, so make sure that you do that. Figure out how the blocks work, even if it looks really stupid. If you remember my main village, the factory village or something, it has some terrible roofs, let alone buildings there. But I kept them because it's always good to keep them. How many is that? That's 6. I have 1. Okay, so I need to make some more. I don't personally love to add chimneys. I find them a little weird, a little hard to work with, as well as I don't love fireplaces themselves, as you can see here, because There's a lot you have to worry about with the wool and the wood to make sure nothing catches on fire. So this one I special because it was a bakery, but normally I don't just add them. That one is a tower, but that's again kind of special because it's the water wheel. I gotta take down this little staircase. So take that down real quick. This was about done. So obviously the inside's not done. I had to furnish this, but I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm not sure if I can do that in this video or not. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a flower pot down with, usually I like spruce trees in them, but I'll see what I have. As well as the back needs to become a dock, and I've never tried this, let's see if this works. I need to make a fence up here so my villager or whatever doesn't fall out. So I'm just going to put down these. Put down these. And where's my torch? I had a torch. Oh well. Yeah, that looks nice. We'll try that out. I might come back to it and change it. But he'll have a nice view of the lake. That hillside will be something eventually. I don't know what yet. Again, if you have suggestions for that, you can tell me. So this is about how that works. Just a review, I think at the end of this I'll have a little list of what you want when you're building this. And always keep inventing, always trying new blocks, always trying new organizations. Can I show you? I quite like this house. I think I said this earlier, I put these walls down here to kind of make it look like a fenced-in support area. I used cracked brick to kind of look like it's been under stress. This one, I used some fancy wall to make it kind of fancy-like. I put some fences here, which look a little funky in this texture pack because they have like ribbon to help it, and these are hay bales, to make it look like it's holding up the hay bales. Use your imagination, figure out what looks best for you, play around with it. I hope you are good at building. Well, nobody's good at building when they first try. I hope you become good at building, and I hope this video has been extremely helpful for you. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm out in the forest. I forget where I put my bed. Just a little bit of stuff on me. Most of their stuff I left back home. My helmet broke. I've been traveling for a little while now, and from this area, I see a little present. Somebody's tried to trick me by giving me a present, but I'm smarter than that. It says TNT on it. It's kind of blurry, but it does say it. And it's TNT, so I can't fall for that. So I'm making my way through the forest. What's this? I don't know what this is. Kind of looks like... Ooh. Is it a... Yes, I think it is. I think it's a giant present, guys. Let's see who it's for. 4 knocks. Ooh, it's for me! Okay. I'm not sure that's a good sign. Yep, I'm not sure that's a good sign. And there we go. Oops. Give that a sec. Okay, so I just died, as you saw. So, some cooked pork here. Let's see where I was. I can go up here. This looks familiar. Ooh, there was where it was. Ooh, there's a sign. Let's go see what that sign says. Can I, grab some. Oh, I got wood. I wonder if this is my original world, because I'm not sure I became wood in my original world. We'll see. I also don't think I'd be creative. That's odd. Free cheats for a you're welcome? Dead face? Is that good? Guys, I'm a little worried here. Is that good? Guys. Hello? Anybody there? Whoa, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. Guys, so as you just saw, I or somebody what you think. Tell me who you think it is. Has decided to allow me to use some cheats. Just FYI, I'm strapping this onto whatever video I'm coming out next, so it might be a little disjointed. I'm sorry about that. I'm pre-recording this. I'm going to strap it on to whatever video I record next. Not to be redundant, but to be redundant, I'll say that anyway. So, somebody has given me cheats, and I know I've only put up a few videos, so I wouldn't trust myself if I was a viewer. I'm always weary of YouTubers until I've seen them a few times and know that they're legit. But I can tell you guys that I want to use cheats to make my gameplay easier, to make it harder, or to make it more interesting. So there's something kind of big happening in the future of Minecraft, and I want to be prepared for it. And I thought there'd be this really cool way kind of to do something about it. Oh, I can hit them. But I couldn't figure out a way to do it in just normal survival, so I'm going to allow myself to use cheats this one special time, and it's going to be my Christmas gift, so that I can make an even better Christmas gift for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you don't think it's too cheaty. I'm still going to do it whether you think it's cheaty or not, sorry. But I'm also not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to wait and see. So, hope to see you then, and I hope whatever video I strap this onto is fun, and bye. Hey, this is going to be a general narration of the words on the screen, so you can pause if you want to see them. These are going to be my guidelines that I came up with for building this medieval style and just general building. So without further ado, these are the rules for the medieval style building. 1, have 4 main blocks, logs, stairs, top, and bottom. 2, make the logs look like they're supporting the build. 3, have the roofs going at least 2 different directions. 4, add windows, bump outs, and porches. Do not have any flat walls. Then for general building styles, you have 1, try new things. 2, keep builds even if they're bad, revise them if needed. 3, find images of your builds in and outside of Minecraft if possible. 4, test why people say not to do stuff. 5, have a creative test world. And 6, practice. Do this stuff and you should become much better at your building.